Hello everybody, my name is the Chef and welcome back to another One Piece Bounty Rush video. In today's video we're going to be carrying on with the ongoing series that I've been doing for I guess almost a year now on YouTube. Not quite, been here for what, like 9 months or something like that. But it is the 5 more characters that I'd like to see come to the game. Character concept videos, essentially. One of my favorite things to do, and I know you guys enjoy these, so I got a pretty nice one for you here today. It's going to be based around the Charlotte family, so we're going to be taking a look at some of the Big Mom pirates. And hopefully they bring some of these characters soon, because they've just been going all over the place with these these bounty fests and step-ups, but I was always a big fan of the Big Mom pirates. They're a lot of unique characters and quirky personalities and pretty damn cool powers. So that being said, let's just get right into it. So first and foremost, we have 4-star Defender Bounty Fest Daifuku. I should mention now that all these characters, I believe, are Bounty Fest worthy, because they were all pretty damn strong and they were all pretty damn cool. Again, Big Mom pirates are really awesome. As for skill 1, we have the Genie. Spawns an immortal genie that you can control remotely. Basically use that for attacking enemies. And Daifuku's body will gain 40% damage reduction. The genie will last for about 20 seconds and it will disappear when the button is released. And any damage that the genie receives will be calculated as 0, but it still can be knocked back. So essentially, your body is going to be standing in one position, but you'll be controlling the genie kind of like a drone. And you can use Daifuku's body to charge up flags. That's why I wanted to make him a defender. And he's getting a little bit of damage reduction right there. So you could still do some damage to him, but typically with these tanky defenders, you're not going to be doing that much. Second move, skill 2, Genie Slash. I didn't know what else to call this move because I was doing some research. I could not figure out, for the love of God, what these moves were called or his skills. So 750 damage, mid-range attack that spawns a genie to deal a vertical slash with a wide area of effect and knockback. So he just comes out of your belly quick and strokes his sword or his pole arm weapon, whatever it may be, and knocks back. So with the genie, the skill 1, you could do it'll just be the same skill, but you'll be able to control where it goes because you are going to be the physical genie. But if you're just using it outside of the genie form, he just kind of comes out for a second and knocks them back. As for his character traits, when in the genie form, Daifuku gains 40% damage reduction, changes down to stagger effect, and nullifies status. So that he's getting a little bit more damage reduction right there, and giving him like a ton of damage reduction. So and nullify status on the body, so you can't just stun him or something like that. And when you KO an enemy, increase genie duration by 3 seconds and gain 20% attack up to 60. So you'll be able to stack some attack, and it'll reset after you're KO'd, like most of those traits. So pretty damn cool. A little very OP as the power creep moves towards this very OP character traits. I think this would be suitable for him. Trait 1, reduces damage received by 30% when you're in your own treasure area, giving him a whopping total of 110% damage reduction, I believe, right there. So that would be pretty damn cool. And also, when enemy is knocked back, reduce cooldown of skill 2 by 25%. Second trait, when fighting an enemy without the Big Mom Pirates tag, reduce damage received by 20%, as well as increase damage by 20%. And when when an ally from your team is KO'd, recover 10% and cooldown skill 1 by 20%. So getting crazy amounts of damage reduction. I really like this character. I'd want to see him, maybe a little overboard with the damage reduction, but you got characters like Robin who are doing similar stuff. So when all the stars align, he'll be pretty goddamn tanky. So that being said, let's just move on to number 2. So the second character here, we got 4-star Oven, Bounty Fest Attacker. So skill 1. By the way, this is that guy who likes to, heat things up a little bit. Take the temperature up a couple notches, you know what I'm saying? So skill 1, Tropical Torment. Create an area that if entered deals a percentage of the enemy's HP 20% per second. If the enemy is in a flame status, nullify perfect dodge inside the area for the enemies, and it will last 5 seconds. So it's basically kind of like Caesar's, but just on steroids. And if they're on fire, which this skill does not set them aflame, that, you know, if you set them aflame with some other attacks or something, they won't be able to dodge out of this or perfect dodge into it. So, you know, Caesar's is a easy perfect dodge, so I figured this one would be pretty easy to perfect dodge as well. So I added that little nullify dodge trait there to make it a little bit more OP. Tropical Punch, not to be confused with the drink. 800 damage, mid-range punch that knocks enemies down and inflicts a flame. So I guess similar to Garp's knock, you know, his punch skill. So character trait, nullify flame, 25% chance to inflict a flame when attacking, and when you inflict a flame, nullify stagger for a set period of time. Pretty damn cool. Trait 1, when fighting an enemy without the Big Mom tag, ignore target's defense. So you'll be doing a lot of damage with your normal attacks and also with your skill 2 right there. Trait 2, after inflicting a flame, boost attack and defense by 10% up to 50%. So he's going to be stacking like crazy. Trait 2, reduce damage received by flamed enemies by 40%. So he's going to get some damage reduction right there. After KOing an enemy, recover 20% HP. So again, super OP. I would love to see all these characters be pretty OP and catch up to this goddamn Roger meta. You know, moving forward, there's going to be a lot more OP characters, so I figured these ones should be OP as well, like I said before. So let's move on to the next one. So the third character we have here is Charlotte Smoothie, Bounty Fest Attacker. Don't mind the names for these skills. Skill 1, Juicy Saber. I know that could be, you know, you can get that twisted with something else, but I'm not talking about that. So 500 damage, mid-range lunge attack that absorbs and recovers HP based on the damage dealt by 30%. So 30% of the total HP that you damage, you're going to recover from that. And debuff skills by 30%. So similar to Garp, you're going to be debuffing their skills. And because she does, you know, suck the life out of you, figured it should suck some of your skills up too. And this stacks up to 4 times to increase your skill 2's power. So skill 2, the Juicy Giant Slash. I don't know. So it will stack up, and you know how Smoothie, whenever she would drink people, she'd become big and more strong. I figured that would be a pretty cool concept here. So 600, 700, 800, 900, depending on the stacks you've built up. Long range slash that increases power, range, and area depending on the amount of stacks built up. So it'll be, you know, similar to like Sky Piazoro's like long range slash attack, but it'll get bigger and stronger. So trait 1, or character trait rather, when you land a skill 1, become immune to enemy status effect temporarily. So you know, as she absorbs people, she gets stronger. It's just only natural. When dealing damage on the 3rd hit of the normal attack, debuff enemy attack, HP, and defense by 20% that lasts 20 seconds. So you're going to be knocking everything, including their maximum HP total. So that would be pretty damn cool. Very OP right there. Trait 1. When attacking an enemy without the Big Mom Pirates tag, nullify stagger when HP is 50% or more, and 70% if they have the Big Mom Pirates tag. So she'll be nullifying stagger quite a bit with that 50% right there, because most of the characters you'll probably be fighting are not Big Mom Pirates. After KOing an enemy, gain an area of effect that absorbs 5% of enemy HP once only and cools down skills by or skill 1 by 15%. So similar to like Buggy, when you land a certain amount of hits, you got that area of effect, and rather than healing your allies, you're going to be healing from your enemies. They're just going to hop in there and you're going to suck some of their HP. Skill 2, or trait 2 rather, when attacking an enemy and their treasure, increase damage dealt by 30%. Pretty standard attacker trait right there. When your team loses a treasure, boost crit by 300%. So it's going to have some crit potential for some you know, super hard hitting attacks, and that'd be pretty damn cool. With that being said, we'll move on to the 4th character. Number 4, we got Charlotte Cracker, Bounty Fest Runner. This is a character I actually really want to see come to the game. Cracker was pretty slept on, really underrated character in the series. Skill 1, 1,000 Hand Biscuit Armor. So you get that, basically you just become like a biscuit man with like, 3 or 4 arms or whatever it may be. On each side, I mean. And it's a transformation skill, so when you're in your biscuit armor form, 150% of max HP and attack increased by 20%. You're not allowed to perfect dodge, similar to Kaido. And basically you're going to have a shield that's kind of, or you're basically going to become an offensive shield similar to like Mace's shield. So you're going to be walking around taking damage and just, laying the beats to people. And when the armor is deactivated or it gets broken, you can gain 30% speed buff for 20 seconds, which gives him, that's his little twink form when he runs around real quick. So that'd be a pretty cool little transformation right there. You could turn it on and off at will, or just, use it when it's broken. So skill 2, Biscuit Soldier Army Charge. So 700 damage, 3 Biscuit Soldiers charge, mid-range attack that knock back enemies, and block skills from enemies' attacks. So it'll be kind of like Barto's Barrier, but it'll just be Biscuit Soldiers. Rather than being a counter, it'll just be like a charge skill. So pretty cool there. It'll block some attacks as well, so you can use that strategically. Character trait, when you aren't wearing the biscuit armor, increase cap speed by 50%. So, obviously when you're smaller, you're going to be able to capture treasures a little bit faster. And when you are in your biscuit armor, the fuck is armor? Nullify, stagger, and knock down. So you can't be knocked down. However, you should be able to get knocked back. But you can just kind of march right forward. Trait 1, when capturing a flag, spawns a wall of biscuit soldiers for 50% of your max HP to protect you. So unlike Oden, where you can't really do much about it, at least this guy you'll be able to like break through his biscuit armors. 50% isn't the most, so maybe like 1 or 2 skills will protect you from getting knocked off the flag. I think that would be a pretty cool little feature right there. And after capturing a flag, of course, 25% HP recovered. Trait 2, when your team has less treasure secured, reduce cooldown of skill 2 by 30%, giving you the ability to knock people back more often. And after KOing an enemy without the Big Mom Pirates tag, reduce cooldown of skill 1 by 30%. So not bad. I think this would be a pretty damn solid character. A little less OP than the other ones that I did previously. I think this one's a lot more balanced, but I want to see some OP shit from these guys. So moving on to the 5th and final character. So last but not least, we have Belolin himself, Pero Spero. He'd be a Bounty Fest runner. I apologize for that. I just got to get out that Belolin once in a while. So skill 1, the Candy Slug. Kind of sounds like another weird thing. So 600 damage, mid-range charge / flight attack that creates a candy path behind you that lasts 10 seconds, which allows allies to cross small obstacles. So it's going to be kind of like the ability to fly across. You know how like Sanji can only fly short ranges? It'll be similar to that, but in this case it'll create a candy path that your allies can actually cross. So that'd be pretty cool that they can all kind of bum rush flags on like Arlong Park and maps like that. It'll also be debuffing your enemy's speed by 30% when they walk on it, but only when they're on it. Otherwise, it's not going to debuff them. So, skill 2, Candy Maiden decoration. It's that big candy wall that was like an Iron Maiden was shooting out all those spikes. 70 damage, hits 1 to 10 times, depending on who's close to it. And a high critical hit chance. Spawns a candy wall that shoots targets that come within the area of effect. So again, similar, there'll be like a little area of effect you can walk on, and it'll start shooting you from there. And it either lasts 10 seconds or 50% of your total HP, so you could destroy it if you really wanted to from afar. Character trait. On the last hit of your combo, 50% chance to trap an enemy in candy for 3 seconds. So I guess similar to Youthful Whitebeard, how he's got that tremor ability. When enemy is inflicted with candy status, debuff speed by 20% for 10 seconds. So they're going to be running a little bit slow afterwards. They got a little bit of gum on their shoe, you know what I mean? You ever step in a puddle of gum? Because I sure have. And You know, it cost me a 100-meter dash blue ribbon in elementary school. So trait 1, when HP is more than 50%, increase capture speed by 50%. So pretty nice right there. When attacking an enemy inflicted with candy status, reduce cooldown of skill 1 by 20%. So if you're wailing on them, you'll get that skill back, be able to get the fuck out of there on your little candy slug. And also trait 2, when you capture a flag, increase attack by 20% and skill 2 by 50%. Ooh, that's a pretty damn big cooldown right there. That's what I like to see. When you land a critical hit, recover 10% HP. So you have potential to heal quite a bit with that Candy Maiden. But yeah, I mean, again, Big Mom Pirates, man, bring more of them. Also bring some of the Kaido soldiers. They'll be pretty cool too. I wanted to put Bikini Big Mom on this list, but you know, we'll save that for another day. We'll do like a seasonal unit character concept video. So yeah. So that's it for this video. You know, tell me what your thoughts are on some of these characters. Yeah, of course they're all OP. That's what I want to see. And tell me if you agree or disagree, or what you want to see come to this game, if you are still playing the game. And yeah, we'll discuss some stuff in the comments below. So that being said, hope you guys liked the video. You know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned for more One Piece Bounty Rush videos. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.